Einen wunderschönen guten Abend hier über den Dächern von Paris mit dem Arc de Triomphe im Hintergrund. Wir sind hier, weil Netflix uns eingeladen hat, die ersten beiden Episoden der neuen Staffel Daredevil zu gucken. Wie schaut's denn aus? Du hast doch bestimmt die erste Staffel von Daredevil auch geguckt.
Ja, natürlich habe ich die erste Staffel von Daredevil geguckt und im Gegensatz zu dir bin ich ja kein so wahnsinnig großer Comic-Fan von Daredevil aber dennoch, sie hat mir halt sehr gut gefallen. Ich war positiv überrascht und es hat auf jeden Fall bei Netflix einen sehr guten Start für die Marvel-Serien gemacht.
Nachdem wir den ganzen Tag durch Paris gelaufen sind, sind wir jetzt auf dem Daredevil-Screening für die zweite Staffel. Und wir sind direkt unter der Champs-Élysées auf dem roten Teppich, wo auch gleich die Stars auf uns warten werden. Alwin, bist du aufgeregt?
Ja, ein wenig. Also ich glaube, das ist das erste Mal, dass ich so richtige Hollywood-Stars treffe. Also ich bin sehr aufgeregt, ein bisschen angespannt. Vor allem, wir dürfen ja gleich nochmal mit denen so ein bisschen privat quatschen. Und ja, mal gucken, was die so erzählen.
Und natürlich werden wir, sobald wir die beiden Episoden gesehen haben, auch ein kurzes Fazit ziehen, um dann den Beitrag mit einer richtigen, schönen Schlussrunde abzuschließen.
Ja, genau.
Alles klar, dann machen wir das so.
Superheroes aren't a genre. I think sometimes we think of superhero movies and TV shows as one thing, but they're not. If you think about Captain America, the Winter Soldier, you know, that's a kind of a period crime thriller drama, and it's very different from Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's very different from Thor, in the same way that Marvel's Daredevil is very different from Marvel's Jessica Jones. You know, I think the other reason behind it is because superheroes, the idea of a superhero speaks to the kid in us. You know, we remember being a little boy or a little girl and fantasizing about the idea of being special and having powers and being able to use them as a force for good.
Are you surprised international people care about superheroes?
No, I'm not. I mean, international people. I think. Look, I think as technology and you know, look, we're here for a Netflix show. Netflix is everywhere. The world's getting smaller and smaller, and we're all so much connected. And I think on the opposite aside of things from what Charlie was saying, I think there's sort of these global sort of manifestations of evil and of danger that are ever threatening and encroaching on us. Climate change and terrorism and the depletion of water. It's there, it's just there, and I think that it's natural in us to want to. Just as much as we want to sort of identify with and yearn to have a hero. Good luck translating. But I'm going now. I ain't gonna stop. I think we also really very much relate to this idea of evil, and I think we see it all around us. I mean, it's there.
Can you tease anything about season 2, especially like the difference between season 1 and 2, and especially for your character, maybe, Matt?
Yeah, I think that without giving away any specific details, I think that the way that I like to think about this season is, if the first season was the birth of the hero, was the evolution of Matt Murdock into Daredevil. This year, it's really this season poses the question: what makes the hero? What is it that we deem a hero, and is this kind of heroic acts, in this case vigilante justice, is it actually helpful or detrimental to a society we live in? Yeah, and then in terms of Matt, I think that this year there is he's, since the end of season 1, Wilson Fisk is behind bars, and the crime rate has plummeted, and he's feeling pretty good about himself. He's reconciled with his demons over how about the Catholic guilt that he has about being Daredevil, and he's really enjoying his work. He does it with a smile on his face, and I think there is an arrogance and a swagger to him now. And then, of course, these two guys show up, and things get bad. There's no word for
swagger in French, but okay. I wanted to know how much you worked with the source material, how much you focused on that, or rather focused on the script to make your character your own, or did you care about being faithful more than about being particular? Anything you want to tell us about that work and process?
Look, it was a great joy to acquaint myself and to dive into the source material. It was great to go into comic book stores all over the country, and just start chewing that stuff up. I've said to a few of you that I talked to tonight, I feel like the Punisher Max series and Garth Ennis is what I sort of responded to the most, and I really trusted. There's nothing like comic book nerds. They're just so passionate and so smart, and the best fans in the world. And you find a true blue good comic nerd, and they will steer you straight and do it with vigor and passion. And I'm into that. So I got a lot of help with that. But then I think a big part of it is just really acquainting myself with what these guys did. Last season, and that was new to me. I've never come on to a show that's that existed and been so great, and the bar was set so high. So I felt, my job was just really to not screw up, in that sense, and. But I think at the end of the day, the job is to dive into the scripts that are given to you, and to try to establish a rapport with the cast in the world and with the writers. And I think one of the truly great things about television is, I'm sorry, this is so long. Just get it. You got it. The thing with television
I'll
is
ask if I'm wrong.
Rock and roll. Well, I'm not gonna know what the hell you're talking about. But okay, yeah, cool. So anyhow, I'm almost done. You get to establish a rapport with the writers, and it's fluid, and there actually becomes in the best case in TV, there becomes this back and forth where they see what you're doing, and they change, and you see what they're trying to do, and you can actually have a real dialogue, and it's a true nature of collaboration, and that only happens in TV.
All right. Which one you responded most? The book? You mentioned a specific book of the Punisher?
Punisher. Punisher Max. But I mean, that's not translated,
All right. So Elektra is pretty larger than life. She's an extreme character without spoiling anything. Can you tell us a little bit about her and how you connected personally to her? Like, it's hard to find a personal connection to relate to a character that is so out there. So how did you do that?
Je parle en anglais parce qu'il me force. Well, it is a very complex character, and
I'm forcing her.
And it's okay.
Elektra.
Alright, it's true, but I don't have my size on me, so you know. I didn't know Elektra. It was completely new to me. The only thing I knew was the show, because I was a big fan of the show, and so that's the only thing I knew. So she is a very complex character, but when you don't know anything, it kind of gives you a lot of freedom. And it was very exciting to me to discover this whole universe and the different aspect of her personality. So to me, the process started during the auditions. Actually, I just had really good piece of material, really good scenes, written, and they were not giving me any clues of who this person was, because it was very, very secret. So I could be totally free, and we had a few rounds, and it get narrowed and narrowed. So they gave me a bit more indication. Jeffrey was like, "No, she's not nice. She's not the nice girl. Keep the nice girl in the closet." So okay, and then progressively I knew that it was for Elektra, and then I did into the comics. My first reading was Elektra Assassin, so I don't know if anyone's read this here, but it's quite a, it's a great piece of art, really, but it's very complex, and you can see in this that Elektra is quite psychologically layered and charged, with a lot of emotion. So to make it short, really, I did my homework and I read the comics, as we all did, and so I could really get inspired and get the essence of who I think is Elektra. But of course, as John said, it was a very collaborative work with the writers, and also between us, to try to bring some of yourself into the character, because I think the quality of this show is yes, we make a show about superheroes, but it's a grounded show, and we really try to make these characters more like people, with human feelings. So you really bring, some of yourself in it.
I'd just like to quickly tell you something, which is that when they were casting this character of Elektra, there was a point where there were four girls who were left in the running, and they asked me to come in and read with all four of these choices. So I came. We were filming. We just started filming with John, and I came in my lunch break to meet these four girls, and they came in one after the other, and they did the reading, and Elodie came in, and her reading was spectacular, and she was clearly the strongest actor. But at the end of the audition, my boss, our boss, the head of Marvel Television, who's in the room, it's called Jeff Lowe, he says, "Okay, this is great, this is very exciting. Is there anything else we should know about you?" And Elodie says, "Well, I do karate, taekwondo. I do a bit. I'm a black belt at I don't know, one of these martial arts." And Jeff goes, "Oh, wow. What does that even mean?" And Elodie says, it means I can kick your ass. That's why she got this job.
Hello. I had just one simple question for the three of you. It's a very dark series, very shade, and I just wondered how did you dive into your characters? How did you prepare for the roles? And how it was like to embody the characters, because they have multiple personalities and ways of thinking and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, great question. It's a complicated process. I think, because they stem from the comic books, and over the course of the years there are so many comics. You really have to focus on the scripts and who is Matt Murdock. For me, who is Matt Murdock in the scripts, and try and understand the essence, how this man thinks, and how he, what is his attitude towards the world in which he lives. In terms of preparation, for me, there's a number of things: American accent, blind, martial arts, and then just find the character, learn how to walk with a cane. The hardest thing for me is when I act with my fellows, I can't look at them in the eye. I have to look the shoulder here. That's tricky.
Donc, the process, the preparation process for the relationship that your two characters will have in season 2. Like, how did you, I don't know, get to know each other, learn how to play together? I don't know. What was that process like?
The Elektra Matt Murdock relationship was beautifully written, and I would venture to say that every single man that I know, potentially in the world, has had a relationship with some sort of an Elektra. We've all the guys I know, we've been in that place with someone who is fucking wild. Sorry, excuse my French. It's with someone who is, crazy and wild, and who you can't get enough of, and who you love and you hate at the same time, and they drive you crazy, and they seem to be able to manipulate you with the smallest look or word, and it's normally a period of your life that you're very grateful for, and you're very grateful that it's over. So my preparation was really just remembering my early 20s. And I should add to that Elodie is nothing like that. She's a very, very good actress, and she plays the character superbly. And she's a very kind, honest person, and you're completely crazy, but that's fine.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ja, die zweite Staffel. Also an sich kann man sagen, die zweite Staffel beginnt da, wo die letzte aufgehört hat. Sie hat mir sehr gut gefallen, die ersten beiden Folgen. Sie waren sehr düster, also gefühlt sogar noch düsterer als die erste Staffel, was natürlich auch passt zu Punisher. Also ich glaube, den haben sie wirklich sehr gut eingefangen. Auch die Einführung des Punishers hat mir sehr gut gefallen. Also alter Schwede, haben die das gut gemacht. Überrascht hat mich halt die Sekretärin der beiden. Die hat mir sehr gut gefallen. Die war mir auf einmal sehr, sehr sympathisch, während sie mich halt in der ersten Staffel doch ein bisschen, ab und zu halt ein bisschen genervt hat, ein bisschen so rausgenommen hat, wenn halt ihr Story-Arc kam, dass ja, okay, muss das jetzt sein? Und die Figur hat sich doch definitiv gefangen und ist auf einmal halt schöner Teil des Ganzen, anstatt so ein bisschen, anstatt ein Eckpunkt, an dem man sich aufhängen kann. Ich bin gespannt, wie es weitergeht, weil da würde ich halt die einzige Kritik in dem Ganzen sehen, dass, also wie die Entwicklung in der Staffel fortschreitet, dass ich nicht weiß, ob mir das so gefällt. Also wir haben dieselbe Vermutung, wie es halt weitergehen wird. Das haben ja auch quasi im Gespräch halt die Schauspieler auch angedeutet, dass es halt die Richtung einschlagen wird. Ich weiß halt nicht, ob es mir gefällt. Ich weiß auch nicht, ob sie es halt so hinkriegen, weil sie halt eben mit dem Punisher, mit einer sehr, sehr starken Figur eben anfangen und mal gucken, wie die Serie halt zum Ende gebracht wird in dieser Staffel.
Mir haben die ersten beiden Folgen auch sehr gut gefallen, also nicht nur storytechnisch, sondern auch an sich macht die Serie da weiter, wo sie aufgehört hat. Sie fährt den gleichen Stil weiter. Ich glaube, die Staffel hat großes Potenzial, sehr viele Fragen und Themen aufzugreifen, die darauf handeln, auf welche Seite schlage ich mich, wie gehe ich mit bestimmten Dingen um, was kann ich mit meinem Leben, mit meinem moralischen Kompass übereinander bringen.
Sehe ich ähnlich. Also ich glaube, da sind wir uns halt gleich. Was mir eben auch noch gerade eingefallen ist, also neben der sehr, sehr starken Einführung der neuen Figuren, was mir sehr außerordentlich gut gefallen hat, war halt auch war auch Daredevil, also quasi Matt Murdock. Ah, verdammt. Und zwar genau in dem Moment, das hatte ich vorhin ja schon mal in einem Gespräch erwähnt, genau in dem Moment, wo ich halt das Gefühl bekommen habe, ja komm, jetzt ist er doch ein bisschen zu sehr Übermensch, jetzt ist er halt doch ein wenig zu sehr Superheld halt einfach, ohne jegliche Schwäche. Genau in dem Moment macht halt die Serie zack und du merkst halt, wie verletzlich diese Figur eigentlich ist. Also es ist halt wirklich immer noch eine in Anführungsstrichen realistische Figur ist halt eben auch mit ihren Fehlern und vor allem mit ihren Problemen, mit denen sie halt umzugehen lernen muss und wird halt auch ständig vor neue Probleme gestellt. Und das fand ich halt sehr gut.
Du hast auch danach gesagt, die Brutalität ist immer noch da. Also es gab 1, 2 Szenen, wo man gedacht hat, alter Schwede, okay, ihr setzt schon in der ersten Folge nochmal einen drauf, auf die gesamte erste Staffel. Und klar, ästhetisch ist es wieder sehr dunkel gehalten, sehr viel mit natürlichem Licht gedreht. Gelbe und rote Farben sind primär dort zu sehen, was natürlich eben immer noch diesen Blindheitsaspekt von Matt Murdock auch widerspiegeln soll. Und handwerklich waren da einige geile Bilder auf jeden Fall drin. Also wie gesagt, es geht da weiter, wo es aufgehört hat, und das ist auf jeden Fall nichts Schlechtes.
Ja, was kann man so sagen? Also die Serie hat in den ersten paar Folgen überzeugt. Also ich will definitiv weiter gucken. Ich bin schon sehr gespannt, wie es weitergeht. Kann den 18. März, glaube ich, kann den 18. März kaum erwarten, bis es endlich bei Netflix am Stück hochgeladen ist.
Ich kann mich da auch nur anschließen. Ich bin auch Feuer und Flamme, die Serie zu sehen. Ich glaube, wenn man so einen Cast hat, kann man eigentlich auch relativ wenig falsch machen, wenn es darum geht, eine gute Leistung abzuliefern. Wie gesagt, Daredevil Season 2 auf Netflix. Ich freue mich drauf, und ich glaube, wir können damit eigentlich einen Schlussstrich ziehen unter diese Reise.
Ja.
Und ja, schaut euch die Serie an, wenn sie rauskommt. Das ist meine Empfehlung. Und
Kann nichts falsch machen damit.
ja, dann würde ich sagen, verabschieden wir uns jetzt in die Nacht und hoffe, euch hat es gefallen. Bis zum nächsten Mal.
Und tschüss.